This is a walkthrough of the web app that we Prime Digital Academy students built for growth operators. Now, when a user first enters the app, they are brought to the login page. And here they can log in or register depending on whether or not they are already a user. When they register, they enter their username, password, and full name, and then they go ahead and click register, and it will bring them to the dashboard, but that dashboard currently doesn't have any data in it for me to show you, so I'm going to log in to my account. And first I'm going to go over the whole page, and then I will drill into each of the individual features. So here on the top left, we have the growth operator's logo. We have the name of the location of where they are in the website, and a little welcome for the operator. And this name will actually change in accordance to the username that an operator uses when they first register to use this site. So this first table here, we have in-progress assessments, where an operator can see the assessments that they have not yet started or are still editing, and they can easily see whether or not they need to start the assessment or review the assessment. This table is to create a new client, to hold the buttons to create a new client and to see all the clients. And then these are the active assessments. So these are the assessments where the forms are filled out and they are ready for presentation or whatever state they're in after the forms are completed. So in order to demonstrate this to you properly, I'm going to create a new client. And I'm going to just use some data that I already have to fill this in here right now. An operator would have to fill this in. That wouldn't work. So I will submit the new client, and here it is. It pops up right here as not yet started. So I will start an assessment. And on this page, the operator can see the name of that this is an assessment form, the bucket name, the function name, and the subfunction name. Also, they have a little piece of information about the level ratings, so that if they have any memory lapses and what the numbers mean specifically, they can just look at that and see what that is. And then this is the bar to change the level ratings. The operator can put their assessment findings in for any of these, and if they're for any reason need to be pulled away for something else, they can save whatever information they have entered in here for later. And then when they go back to the site, it will be edit in progress in that top left table. I'm going to try to enter just a little bit of information in here. It seems like I can't enter information while I'm recording, and I didn't realize that. So, but as an operator fills in these buckets, they can go through for each of the buckets, each of the functions, and the subfunctions. And each of the functions and the subfunctions also has this option for a phase and a tag. So after an assessment is completed all the way through the functions and subfunctions of that bucket, the operator would be brought to this page, which does an overview of the form that you had filled out. It has an option to enter in a headline, and you can expand any more information on that part of that subfunction or function, and you can edit. So like I accidentally somehow put this F in there, so I'll just take that out and then submit that, and then hopefully that is taken care of. And so from there, you can either continue and go to the next bucket, or we can go back to the dashboard, which is what I'm going to do today. And then I'm going to actually go over here to see all clients to show you this portion of the site. So here an operator can see all of the clients, and then all of the operators assigned to that client. So I'll go from left to right here. We have the client, the engagement start date, or the date that the operator enters it into the site, the status of that client's assessment form, the operators assigned to that, the company contact, and an option to edit contact details and to delete said client. So if I wanted to go in here and edit the contact details of Best Buy, I could go in here and delete, let's say Corey got married, and I could enter Corey's new last name here and save it, and it will all get saved here. For now, I'm going to return to the dashboard. And from here, we are going to go to the active assessments table. I am going to click Review Assessment here, and here you can see this was dummy data that we had put in for the presentations to be able to show off all of the features of this site. So this has a breakdown of a form that is more filled out. And you can expand on any of these things, and you can see the phase, findings, impacts, and recommendations of said subfunction, and you can edit. So if you want to change, you want to add this as an opportunity to the slide, then you can choose a different tag or edit any of the findings or impacts for that section. You can see an overview, and this shows you an overview broken into the different bucket sections. So here we have organizational effectiveness. This is an average of the overview ratings, a spider graph of that, and here are to-dos. And then if you click on each bucket, it will have the strengths and opportunities and the average spider chart for that particular bucket. And as you dive in here, there are other options here. You can see the assessment, which you can also get to from the main dashboard. You can see the report, which is just a report of any of the information that was entered into the form. And you can see the presentation. I'm going to return to the dashboard to see the presentation. And this is the slideshow that the operators get to present to their clients. And in this slideshow, it has a few slides at the beginning that are static data that just go over the keywords and any sort of definitions. Then the executive summary here is the graph of the assessment overview ratings in general. We have a table with the strengths that the operator has identified through the intake process and the opportunities. This has the bucket, the area of focus, the findings, and the impact if one is entered. And then there is a next steps slide and a future is bright slide and a thank you slide. And then I believe the see the report, this brings us to that same page before. Oh, also at the see presentation, I'm sorry. If you go into file and then I believe you can share, I hope that the recording is picking this up. There is, oh, print, I'm sorry. You can go to print and save as PDF and then save it to your personal computer as a PDF. So it'll save the slide presentation here as a PDF. And I believe that that is all of the features that we have built into this app. Thank you so much for letting us build this for you. It was an amazing learning experience and it was really great. Working with all the people we got to work at Growth Operators. Thank you and have a great day.